Hey, Tony Gassins here. I want to talk to you about something that really is breaking things down, and it's really causing a lot of issues in relationships, and a lot of people just don't really understand it because I don't think women know or understand the makeup of men. And what you have to realize is that as men, we see a lot and we go through a lot. So just like how a woman says, I've heard so many women say, countless women say, oh, I don't really get along with women. I hang with guys. Guys are my friend. I don't get along with women because women are catty and women are this and that. And I'm like, okay, so that's interesting. What that is women saying, I know the truth about women. Like, I really know women, and that's why I don't really rock with them. So we hear that all the time as men, and that's alarming, because it's like, if you don't like each other and y'all made up the same way, you got all the same body parts, and you don't like each other, then how can we like you? Like, how can we trust you? Whereas when you look at men, you see men love guys' night. A man cannot get enough of a guy's night. And that was my fault of not having guys' night. I always was up under a woman. But all my teammates in college, on my college football team, all of them would be together and they would be hanging out. I was the only one that always was with a woman. And when you see now, guys love hanging out with their boys, playing the video game, going to the casino, being in the group chat wilding. And then you'll see women, go out to dinner, go out to lunch, kind of click up, hang out a little bit, but not real buddy, not real chummy. So that also plays into men's lack of trust. And the downside of a man not trusting is, if a man doesn't trust, then he doesn't allow himself to fall in love. And he doesn't allow himself to fall in love because he's afraid to be hurt. And he's afraid to be hurt because he sees so much hurt around him. And so that's what happens with men, and we also see each other. Now, see this on the flip side. See, as men, it's life and death. And with women, it's not really that way. So for a man, if I cross another man from where I'm from, I'm most likely going to lose my life. Whereas if a woman crosses a woman, at the most they may fight. Typically, the only time a woman takes the life of another woman is over a man, is dealing with a man. Other than that, a woman pretty much just gonna wash her hands with this other woman and go on by her business. Now, men could do that too, but it's in certain type of upbringings and certain type of neighborhoods, which especially minority men come from. You're going to take a life or come close to it. So because of that, men are very hesitant to cross another man. But men, we watch men cross their woman all the time. And ironically, women don't want to believe this, but that's why I'm here to give you the game, the unfiltered, unbiased, unadulterated truth. I'm gonna tell you the real reason. You might not like it, but the reason why most men cheat is to have one in the hole. It's not because that we want to cheat. A lot of times when a man cheats, he's cheating out of fear. He's cheating because he doesn't want to look like a fool or a simp or a sucker when it comes out that his woman has cheated. And he believes that it's inevitable for it to come out that his woman has cheated. They just showed the other day, it was a video they had where the woman was with this guy. The guy offered her $60 to sleep with him. And she was like, what's up? What you doing? Like, what's going on? Like, what taking you so long? He was like, my partner about to come. My partner about to come over here. And she was like, your partner about to come? And then the knock on the door. Who at the door? And he was like, that's my partner coming over here. She was like, you ain't pay for no train. You ain't pay for all that. We ain't doing no train. You ain't pay for all that. And then, but right before that, she was just sunning him, like making him feel like a sucker for being scared. Like, why you scared, basically? And then the man at the door was her man. He came in like, this what we doing? Like, this what we doing? See, what you got to realize about men now is when we see something like that, that's very detrimental. And that's why I try to get these guys to stop posting that stuff, but they're not gonna do it because they say, oh, that's the truth. That happened. That's the truth. Deal with the truth of women, Tony. Deal with the truth of women. This is the truth of women. Deal with it. And so they ain't gonna stop posting it. But when men see that, men take that to heart. And men really lose faith in women. Now, we all know with common sense, if a man really using common sense, he know it's only a certain type of woman gonna do that. It's only a certain type of woman gonna do that. Now, the man who set her up, he set up because he knew what kind of woman he got. Like, I can't get no man to try to sleep with my wife for no $60. Not $600, not $6,000, not $60,000. I can't, because I understand that this my wife and I know what I have to deal with in order to get some and to get her to drop her guard, and how hard it is for me as her husband and when I was her boyfriend. And I know she just not a overly sexual person. That's just, she wasn't raised like that. She didn't grow up like that. She just not like that type of person. So me knowing that, then I know that I can't just go try to set her up like that. Now, a little white lie, oh yeah, I can set up in a little white lie all day long. But actually laying up under another man and sleeping with him, that's gonna take something. That's gonna take something. And so what you have to realize, buddy, why is you coming across your line? So what you have to realize is that when men see that, men take that to heart. They would start to believe that. They take that personal. Especially if they don't have a woman right then, they single, or if they got a woman and they done been cheated on in some kind of way or another, it's very detrimental. So men are very afraid to trust. And it's because of what we hear from women about other women. It's from what we see women do to each other. So it let us know we can't trust women. And then if we do want to trust a woman, we making a choice. And we are saying, I'm willing to be hurt. I'm willing to have my heart broke. But it's a good possibility that I cannot trust this woman that I'm with. And then, in addition to that, men see the stuff that men do to women. And so when men see how men move, most men, especially men who are capable, when men see how men move, they like, okay. We then say, you can't really trust people. So men will hang with men, guys night and all that, but that don't necessarily mean that they trust them. That don't mean they trust them. And men know how men are. So it's like my homeboy, he demonstrating wide receiver drills to my wife when she was getting ready to do play football, he was like, bruh, let me demonstrate on you because I don't want to be touching on your wife. The reason why he said that is because he know as a man what men are capable of. And he know how our mind works. Now, if a man feel like he don't know that side of men, he never seen that, he can't fathom that, then he'll go ahead and, you know, hug her, give her a kiss on the cheek, whatever. It's all cool. And so that's what you have to think about and realize. And understand that when a man comes in, he coming in with this preconceived notion. And let me tell you, so the question becomes how to build trust with a man. To build trust with a man, you have to be completely transparent. You gotta be transparent. What you also doing with this man when you being transparent, you also building a rapport with him. You also tugging on his heartstrings. See, when you say, oh no, I'm gonna have my privacy, you ain't finna script my privacy, that ain't fair. Okay, do that. But the question is what do we have to hide? And then, men, we don't like surprises either. So even if you surprising for Father's Day or birthday, say, hey, I'm working on something for you, you know, don't be in my phone. He don't know what's coming. Yeah, he gonna be expecting, but we grown. Surprises is for kids. So when you dealing with people who wired to be shooters, to be hunters, to be killers, surprises is not good. It might be something you want for yourself, then tell him you like surprises and let him plan a surprise for you. Men don't like surprises. Unless your man expressly tell you that he likes surprises, don't use that as an excuse to be in your phone doing sneaky stuff. So listen to me. What that mean is, your man, y'all need to have communication. Hey, can we have each other password? If he say he don't want your password and you finna be his wife or you his wife, he say he don't want your password because he don't want you to have his password, you better run. You better run. Because as men, we ain't got nothing to hide either. Like, you got to realize, like, we ain't got nothing to hide. Like, how you think women set men up to get robbed? Because the man pillow talking. Men, we pillow talk. We tell everything. We want our woman to know how many kilos we moving, what all we got going on, because we want that in our love making. We want that, ooh, daddy, you a bad boy love making. So we pillow talking. We telling everything. We selling our mama out. We selling our dad out. We selling our siblings out. We telling our woman everything. We come up on some hemorrhoids. We telling about them hemorrhoids. We telling our woman everything. So when a man say he don't want to be transparent, he don't want y'all to have passwords, that's a red flag. I'm telling you now, he hiding something. And it might not be another woman. He might be hiding pornography. He might be hiding a gambling addiction. He might be hiding some illegal business he got going on. It might not be another one, but he hiding something. Tell you that now. Tell you that now. Because a man could easily go get another phone line. He could get a little trap phone. He could get another phone line and leave that phone at work and give you the password to his main phone. So if a man don't want to be transparent, he hiding something. But the way you do it, leave your phone face up. Leave your phone face up and actually become a person of integrity. So now it's gonna show him that you a person of integrity and he need to be a person of integrity, because you as a person of integrity is not going to tolerate a man who is not a man of integrity, because you sacrificing and you growing and you being a good woman, you doing what you need to do as a woman. So that's gonna send a message to him that you are honest, that you are faithful. So when you out to dinner or you at the house, leave your phone face up. When you go in the bathroom to shower, leave your phone out in the bedroom. Like, where if he got a guilty conscience, or he just curious because of everything he done heard about women, all he hearing in the music, everything he's seeing online, he may want to go through your phone. Leave it right there for him to go in there and feel stupid. Let him go in there and feel stupid. He finna go in there and be like, man, she really like, she not selling me out to her mama, to her best friend, to her daddy. Like, she ain't talking bad about me. She actually praising me. Like, she's singing my praises. And we just got into a fight yesterday. But she ain't selling me out. Like, wow. Like, she handling her stuff with her therapist. Like, she going to therapy. She booking therapy, which is a professional that is bound by confidentiality. Like, whoa, I got a real woman. But see, the thing about it is, you got to ask yourself, if you're a woman watching this, you got to ask yourself, even when you have a good man, you got to ask yourself, are you doing what you supposed to? Like, are you talking bad about him when you have a fight, when y'all have an argument? Who you going to sell him out to? You selling them out to your sister, to your best friend, to your mama, to your daddy, to your cousin. You selling them out. So he like, so now he finds that and like, oh, can't trust her. Can't trust her. Our house is not a home. Like, I'm a monster to everybody she know, but then she coming to me and want these bills paid. Want love making to go down, but she talking bad about me behind my back. Or she talking to her ex-boyfriend in Facebook, talking to her ex little fling in Facebook, in her phone. A man will find something like that and never let you know he found it. But all it does is just reinforces that he can't trust anybody. And so this is why men do not trust, and this is why our marriages is failing, because men are not trusting, so therefore men are never falling in love. A man cannot fall in love with a woman if he doesn't allow himself to trust her. And if he go to searching and he find anything that tells him he can't trust her, he closing his heart off. He will have sex with you, he will pay the bills, he will be there for his kids, but he closes his heart off. And when them kids get 18, they get out the house. If he's not bound to marriage by a deep devotion to God or his purpose, he looking for the first thing smoking. He out of there. He getting out of there. So I want you to understand. Now see, contrary to popular belief, men are very loyal creatures. Now, men cheat on women. But what I mean by very loyal creatures is when a man decides that he's going to be faithful, when a man likes a woman, when a man falls in love with a woman, that man can be faithful. I don't care if that man has cheated on every woman he's ever known. When he falls for you as a woman, he can be faithful. Because men are creatures of habit. Men assess risk. Once a man comes to the age of assessing risk, he's very, very aware of the risk. So he's going to process HIV, herpes, genital warts, even chlamydia and gonorrhea. He's going to process these things as possibilities because he knows of them, he's aware of them, and he's mature enough now to assess the risk. So now he's going to look at it and he's going to say, listen, I don't want this to be my situation. I don't want to catch nothing. I don't want to get this woman pregnant. I don't want to get caught off guard. We ain't got no protection and we end up in that bed. Next thing you know, it's going down. He's going to look at that situation and say, no, can't have that. So then he's going to lock it down. That's why it's more men in the infantry, in the military than women, because men are creatures of habit. That's why it's more men in prison, and the recidivism rate is 85%, because men are creatures of habit and structure. That prison actually provides a security blanket. Some men say, oh no, I don't want to be in there. Oh no, I'm never going back. And then they go right out and do what they did to get in there in the first place. So it's like, boy, you're lying. But what also happens when he in there is he ends up with a security blanket. He ends up 3 hots in a cot. Man, he adapts. He learned how to gamble. He learned how to get tattoos. He learned how to get a little weed in. He learned how to get his cell phone. He learned how to adapt to the situation. But he finds a peace and comfort in there for the ones that stay in there. Now, of course, there's men who hate it and they don't ever want to be in there. Everybody gonna say they hate it, but then they get out and do the same thing that they did to get them in there to begin with. So it's like, you obviously ain't like it too bad because you ain't changed your life. So shut up. You're lying. And deep down, you want to get caught. So put up or shut up. So this is what I want you to realize and understand. That you have to be, if you want to build trust with a man, you got to be completely transparent. Tell him all your co-workers' business. Tell him all your friends and family business. And you're going to see he do the same thing with you. You're going to see he going to do the same thing with you. Leave your phone face up. Get on your phone. Go on TikTok. Reels. Show them your feed. Look at this. Let's watch TikTok for a little bit. I don't want to watch no TikTok, girl. Hey, I want you to watch TikTok with me. Put your phone down. We watch TikTok. Boom. Be direct. Be honest. Be real with him. Be straight up. He looking at that phone. Boom. Such and such text. Jane Doe text. Let me see what Jane want. Hey, girl. If you don't make a habit of talking bad about him, that text message is not going to say, hey, how's John doing? Is he still acting foolish? But if that's what you do, that text message is going to tell on you. So when you do this is what I'm trying to tell you. When you do this, what you do is you going into a zone that a man is not familiar with. He's not familiar with being able to trust somebody. He's not familiar with getting the truth. He's not familiar with transparency. He's not familiar with that. Now, you also have to be a wise judge of character. Because if you're not a wise judge of character, you could be being transparent with a man that's going to get all your information, see everything that you are and that you aren't, and he going to play you like a fool. So if you got you a man, he's a weed head, and he don't know how to handle his weed, like it affects him, the way he move, the way he act, he get drunk, he this, he that. If you got this type of man, you're gonna have to pay a price for that, because he's gonna be like, he's gonna see what you're doing and say, okay, yeah, I see how she moving, so I can get away with this, get away with that. She completely trusting, she completely all in, she completely this, and then he gonna, boom, he gonna have you. So you got to make sure that he's an actual good man, and that this is a person that you could be transparent with, be open with. And then, yes, you say, well, Tony, I need an outlet. You know, I need to talk to my friend, talk to my family. Well, you got to go and talk to them, because he probably talking to his friend about y'all too. Men do that too. But you got to go talk to them in person. And you got to talk to him and you say, hey, never text me about him, because we open with our phones. So I'm talking to you just so that I don't, you know, do something crazy to myself or to somebody else, and I'm gonna be getting therapy, but don't text me about him. And then you let that person know, hey, don't text me, because he's gonna see my phone, because we open with our phones. So yeah, you gonna need an outlet. I always recommend having one ally. But now, if you know you can't trust your friends and family, and you know they done backstabbed you before, they done said something they shouldn't have said, they done went with your business and gossip, then go get you a life coach or a therapist. MyMentor.life. Visit MyMentor.life. I'm thinking about selling MyMentor.life. If you got $250,000, you could buy it. But go to MyMentor.life and get you a coach, $25 an hour, and you talk to that coach. You talk to that coach. If you say, hey, I don't want to be Google, I don't want to be Facebooked, so my name is Jane Doe, and I'm talking to you about my man, his name is John Doe, that coach, they'll be okay with it. They'll be okay with it. If you think it's, you know, close circles, or you find out where the coach at, if you feel like the coach might know you or know somebody you know or something like that. So understand this, okay? Understand this. And I got to I'm picking up Tate, y'all forgive me. And come to that place to where you say, okay, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be a person of integrity. So that way, if you have to move on with your life, you could walk away saying, I did everything I was supposed to do. I was an honest person. I did what I was supposed to do. He didn't do what he was supposed to do, but I could sleep. I could sleep at night because I upheld my end of the bargain. What happens so often is women get with a no good man and then become a no good woman in response to having a no good man, and you should never do that. But hey, this is Tony Gaskin. Make sure you click the link in the description if you want to join our monthly group coaching. We always have spots come open. Thank you so much. I got it. Thank you. We always have spots come open on there. So keep that in mind. We do a 2-hour session every month and then bonus sessions. And we'll get back to it late June because I got to go to Bali. If you're going to Bali, send me an email. Get us a little group chat going. God bless you.